In this video, I will show you how to remove the overhead console in a 4th generation Kia Sportage. If you ever need to change a map light bulb, fix a switch, or check the wiring behind it, knowing how to safely remove this panel makes the job a whole lot easier. Before starting, make sure the vehicle is turned off. And it's always a good idea to disconnect the negative terminal of the battery when working around electrical components. Start by opening the sunglasses holder that's built into the console. Inside, you will find 2 screws. Remove these screws with a Phillips head screwdriver. Once the screws are out, you will need to carefully pry down the console. When it comes to lowering the overhead console, it's very important to know where to pry and where not to. Do not pull down from the rear side of the console, which is the side facing the back seats, because there are hooks hidden behind that edge. If you try to force it from here, you may break those hooks. Also, avoid pulling from the left and right sides that face the doors, as those areas are not designed to release first. The only safe place to begin is at the front edge of the console, the side that faces the rear view mirror and windshield. That's where the retaining clips are located and where the panel is meant to release. To start, take a plastic trim removal tool and carefully insert it between the headliner and the edge of the console at the front. Then apply gentle downward pressure. Once the clips let go, you can gradually lower the console. Be careful at this stage, because there are several wiring harnesses connected at the back of the unit. If you pull down too hard or too quickly, you risk damaging the wires or connectors. You can disconnect the wiring connectors if you want to completely remove the console. Press the release tab on the side, then pull out the connectors. Here is a close-up view of the back side of the console. From here, you can see the different components housed in the unit. This is where you can replace the map light bulb, which is LED in this case. The microphone for the hands-free system. Or even the panoramic sunroof switch. Having the console out gives you easy access to all of these parts for repair or replacement. This is the part number for the overhead console. When you're ready to reinstall the overhead console, start by reconnecting the wiring connectors. Line them up with their sockets and push them in until you hear or feel them click securely into place. Now it's time to push the console back into the headliner. Carefully align the hooks with their mounting points and guide them in. Once the rear hooks are seated, gently push the front upward until you hear and feel the retaining clips snap into place. Before pressing the console all the way, carefully inspect the headliner around the edges. If you notice the fabric sticking out, use a plastic trim removal tool to carefully tuck the headliner back in, ensuring a clean and factory-like finish. After confirming that the headliner is tucked in and the console is aligned, push up the front of the console to fully seat it. Make sure it sits flush with the ceiling all the way around, with no gaps or loose spots. Finally, reinstall the 2 screws inside the sunglasses holder. Tighten them securely with a Phillips head screwdriver, then close the holder. And that's how you remove and reinstall the overhead console in a 4th generation Kia Sportage. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to WheezJoin for more DIY automotive videos. Thanks for watching.